to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup should be interesting. The 49ers are top 10 in first downs, and they go up against the Seahawks team that wants to control the game as well. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, we're in November now, so this is where you really need to settle in, start getting down to business.
And in baseball, they talk about the dog days of August. November, these are the dog days of football, trying to get in position for the big push.
They go play action here on first down. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Operating from the gun, Frank. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. To the air on 2nd down. Frank completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. First down, Frank, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again, Frank. Complete outright to Kearse. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. The first carry for the Utah man now, it's Joe Williams. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. The numbers for Williams a week ago, 20 carries, 78 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
Funches with a catch over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
On 3rd down, Frank, that's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. Make it to the 15 after the broken tackle. The numbers for him from a week ago, 11 carries, 56 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
On 2nd down, Wilson. We're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything. But you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
So they're going to go for 2. Now a toss going left. And he will get in to make it 8-0. zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And our attention shifts here to the Seahawks defense. And a big reason they've got the lead here in the first half, some of these hits we're going to see here.
Almost like they're a group of superheroes, right? Something out of a comic book. Boom, pow, biff. They are really playing well and making things happen on their side of the ball.
First and 10. Frank, he's going to float this one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 38. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Blue lining.
On second down, Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it third down. And they're driving, but they come up on a third and short here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Did your high school have that same push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter whether we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball, and boy, they created a nice play for themselves. Would they lose 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to the 4. Here's Wilson. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now a toss going left. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action,
and the defense loses him. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Going to give this time to the tailback. Yeah, nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28. There's Wilson to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Coming up at halftime, remember, we'll get you out to Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of this first half. That is, of course, unless you decide to skip him.
And for the record, we do not encourage that.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard, right at the line of scrimmage. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And it's 21-3. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Throwing on first down. Frank Funchess has it complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Devin Funchess, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Wilson on first down. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Solomon Thomas in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
He'll rifle this one. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength. He showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he? No. Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
Caught left side by Funchess. 23 yards on the play.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On first down, Frank. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And now it's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Hurry up, here we go. Green,
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Frank, pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And Bart puts it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
So we've come upon halftime with a bit. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And this is incomplete. Defense has to stand tall here. 3rd and 1. Wilson will throw again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
They run it again with Williams. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. 4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the 2 guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And that play worked really well. No gain.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. out of the pistol. Here's Williams. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, second down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over and looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. Again, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Solomon Thomas, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. You decide to throw the ball.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Now Wilson down around his goal line. And his throw here's incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, it's Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a gain of 11. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is, because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game. All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now they try the right side here. Runs through the contact. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Third and 2, now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That was a good play, an incompletion that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you can just feel the home crowd coming together thinking, this is the big play we've been looking for. And when it falls to the ground, a little bit of disappointment, even though it was a good play.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter with a lead. But, hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
Wilson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he fires one incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The decision to go for it on 4th has worked out twice on this drive already. Here we go again on 4th down. To throw again is Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eli Harold coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
He got 29 yards that time. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, Frank. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice this hit jars the ball free and brings up third down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
That's complete, right around the 8. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. Back to throw. He's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. Williams loses the football. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's back to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
And that is incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Seahawks on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Now Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Wilson wants to throw it. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Wilson to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Going to throw right side here, complete. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 13 as he spikes it to stop the clock. The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Seahawks, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon.